Florida showed me a good time. They on.
Yeah. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. I'm gonna pick your brain a little bit, man.
I'm ready. We can pick up on the last topic, or we can start a new one. How you want to do it?
I ain't gonna lie. I got one question because the whole chat is evolved around this
Wait a
Jordan
minute.
and LeBron.
Yeah, wait a minute. Let me share this to the group. Hold on. Let me share.
Yeah,
Let me share it to the
yeah,
undisputed.
yeah. Because the whole chat is yeah.
One quick second.
Oh man. I just tuning into that New Orleans game. Boy, look like they finna pull it off. I don't know though.
Hey, they might. Look, the boys ain't laying down. That's one thing I can say.
Nah, right. They're looking good so far. So we'll,
Hang on, hold it. Let me grab this drink.
are you good?
All right, go ahead and shoot on your question.
Yeah. Oh, so Jordan or LeBron?
Jordan, no question.
Why? And you can't. You don't first before we get into this. This is the criteria. You can't use 6 rings.
Okay,
You can't use a tougher error
okay.
because that type of stuff we can't really necessarily prove because we'll get into that. But so yeah, then the two things you can't use those things. So give me some of your facts or some of your I guess his opinions because I got LeBron as to
Is
why
it
you feel like Jordan is the GOAT.
now before I answer that? Is there anything else you want to include that you feel? Because I don't use rings anyway. Because to me,
Good.
that's a team accomplishment.
Fair. Okay, fair. Nah, it's open table, bro. Go ahead. Anything.
Now, when I say Jordan and LeBron, as far as who who's the better player and all of this, I don't even. I'm gonna tell you another thing. Yeah, stats play a part in it, but I'm not even going. Stats not gonna be my first or my second
Okay.
criteria.
Okay.
So when I talk to people, I go by. Hold on, look like somebody else. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I ain't got no notification. Okay. Quick. Sit down. So I go by the eye test. My brother, we both play ball.
Me too.
And I know a lot of people want to go by the numbers and all that, which they play a part. But again, that can't be the end all be all. Just like you said with the ring argument, I don't necessarily use rings because it's a team accomplishment. Like nobody wins the ring alone, but you do have that one standout player that leads you to championships. But
Right.
again,
Rings have to get factored in. Right.
I'm not gonna let that be like okay, like you say, because to me, rings are low hanging fruit. So, like, I'm just gonna kill that because, this is I'm gonna just speak on this before I get off of it. This is why I don't use the ring argument. Okay, Luke Walton won a ring with the Lakers, right?
Right.
Would anybody say Luke Walton is better than Charles Barkley? No.
I see what you mean.
Or
Yeah.
Karl Malone? No. So that's my reason that I'm like, man, I'm not gonna use the ring argument. But answering your question, the eye test. See, I started watching Jordan when I was 5. I was born in 1986. I didn't really start watching basketball like hard body with my pops until I was about 5 or 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching them when they played against the Pistons. And I'm telling you, as a 5-year-old, seeing how that man just relentlessly kept going at them was like, okay, this is how you're supposed to play the game. Now, to be fair, the generation who seen Kobe probably say the same thing. Generation who seen LeBron probably would say the same thing. I'm
Right.
speaking purely from my perspective. The only other person I seen with the eye test, like going at their opponents like cutthroat, was Kobe. That was number 2 behind Jordan. Then you kind
So
of
so so I tell you pretty much referring that to Killer Instinct.
I'm putting that on Killer Instinct. I'm putting that on your mentality. I'm putting that on your intangibles. I'm putting that on your intangibles. I'm putting that on your leadership. I'm putting it on your will to win. Notice, I ain't never said nothing. I've yet to address the stat, right? I'm just giving you
Bro,
all the
I'm just a listening ear right
yeah.
now.
I'm
I'm just
giving
picking
you
your brain and seeing where you
yeah.
at
I'm
mentally
giving
before I even get into mine.
I'm giving you all the things that I seen growing up. Like, okay, there's a standard set here. MJ set a standard of winning that when people come to the league now, it's like, okay, I gotta beat Jordan. Like, prime example, you play pickup ball, you shoot a fade, you or any of your partners shoot a fadeaway. What's the two names they gonna say?
Kobe or Jordan.
If they shoot a 3-pointer, what they gonna say?
But can I shoot a fact to you real quick before you continue?
Go ahead.
And tell me if you agree or not. Okay, now we know that Kobe and Jordan is more graceful, more elegant, and on the court than LeBron. We know that. LeBron's a big body. He athletic, but he ain't as graceful as those guys. But would you not agree that LeBron's fadeaway is just not good, just not as good, or if not better than those two guys?
You say his fadeaway?
LeBron does a shit ton of fadeaways, and it's damn near unstoppable. Now it's like I said, you look at as far as being elegant, yeah, okay, those guys are graceful. They're like gods on the court as far as how they move and what I mean. I get that, but literally, bro, LeBron shoot just as many fadeaways, if not more than those guys. It's just I always said this, bro. Before you continue, those guys were trendsetters, like AI, crossover, Shaq, just big physical. Kobe or Jordan, they're just the same. Jordan was better, but they're just the same. Kobe copied his game. You had like Curry, he the crossover. Kyrie, playground handles. What has LeBron done? What thing has he done to become a trendsetter? Nothing. He's just LeBron, and I feel like he's like the most basic superstar ever, bro. And I feel like it's a lot of reasons why people, I guess, dislike him or don't want to, anoint him to go or anoint him even up there. I mean, some of the folks that got him, they didn't even got him in the top 5. It's just ridiculous. That's just my opinion. Some of the ones who ain't even got him in the top 3 is ridiculous. I see some folks in the group that ain't even got him in the top 10. I just think they're just outright just stupid. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you can have your GOAT, you can have your, what I'm saying, who you think the best or whatever, but you gotta have some real fat logical proof behind why. And so far, I'm picking your brain, so you can go ahead and continue. But now you ain't even mentioned no stats yet. You ain't mentioned rings, so I give you that.
Yeah, like and no problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, if you want to chime in and add something, why it's on your brain, I have no problem addressing it. Because I mean, to me, that's the art of dialogue. When you something click, like, hey, can I ask real quick? Boom. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, like if I see somebody is like, real deep into their soliloquy, I'll just kind of like try to jot something down and I'll come back to it.
Right,
but,
right.
I don't have no problem, you know what I'm saying? Like at any point, you want to ask something. So back to what I was saying. Mm-hmm. When we on the court, and where I was picking up was, I can still remember when people shot a sky hook. I never seen Kareem play now because I was too young. He retired at 89 and I was 3. But right. I even used to hear people say Kareem, and I'm like, who? I get older. I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you another one that I actually watched the tail end of his career, but I had to go back and research. People do the little no-look pass. They say Magic. You know what I'm saying? And before Curry, people were saying Larry Bird shooting the 3. Like, that's the era I came up in now. Of course, what Curry doing is unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? That man just
it's definitely next level.
Yeah, sure. And I'm gonna tell you this, just speaking on Curry real quick. If he can get one Finals MVP, I got to put him top 10. 4 chips, Finals MVP, number 1 in threes per game, best 3-point percent. He got to be top 10.
I got him top 10 now. And that's the only reason, because I feel like that one MVP that Iguodala got was bullshit. Curry got it. That's why. Yeah. But if you go as far as facts, then in the history books he ain't got none. I get that, but we know where Curry should have got that.
But speaking on what you saying, he still got an argument for being top 10. And Omar, I agree with you, bro. Hold on, let me put the comment up. I'll say this: yes, he has a case for being top 10 for being the only unanimous MVP. So, people want to teeter back and forth. I won't say, hey, that's wrong or whatever, because it's like what that man did already solidified. But if he can just get that Finals MVP, it's no question.
Oh, yeah,
but going back to, like I said, you got people saying Kobe, Jordan when they shooting fadeaways. You got people saying AI with the crossover, Curry with the 3, Kareem with the sky hook. See, you got these people, like you said, that set a trend, and like that's like it's mutually exclusive to them. You know, like nobody else can. Even saying Ray Allen, I remember that before Curry took over. Him like, you know, Jesus Shuttlesworth or whatever, but he didn't last long because Curry just like he obliterated it. But I'm making the point like each of these players left a stamp on the game. Now, I can give LeBron his props. Yeah, man, LeBron is a very good player. And I've seen him be great. That's why I'm so hard on him, because I've seen him be great. And it's like, nah, you can't show me that you asserted to this level and then you try to like back and like, nah, you know what? I don't want that pressure.
Back how? When did he back?
I'm finna tell you. So, wait, how old are you? Nah, I'm just asking in general, like not
28.
to 28. Okay, well, yeah, you ain't far from me.
Nah.
You remember 2007 against the Detroit Pistons? Was it game 6?
Man had no business being there.
Now hold on. I don't know who they played in the second round, but bro, they outplayed Detroit. Now they didn't have Ben Wallace, but they still had Chauncey. They still had Rip. They still had Rasheed. They had Tayshaun and them cats coming off the bench.
Tayshaun,
Now, I seen that man drop 25 points in the fourth quarter. Okay. I seen Boobie Gibson light him up for like 4-5 threes in the fourth quarter. So I saw him do it. I'm gonna give you another one. 2012 Eastern Conference Finals. No. Second round.
Boston.
Yeah, that was the second round because they played. It was the conference finals. That was when they was on their path to win their first chip. So was it game 6? The possessed game, 46 points.
Probably his best game ever. Probably
9 rebounds, 8 assists, something like that. And they said when he was bending over and he had the look in his eye, that's the second time I seen him do it. So when I see you start shying away from that moment, and I seen you do it when you was younger, it's like, nah, bro, What happened here? You know what I'm saying? Like at one point in time, you embraced that moment. Now you wanna, you know what I'm saying, shy away. Nuh-uh. If you're gonna say I'm this type of player, then that's what you're supposed to be. I'm sorry, that's just how I see it. I feel like
so what? Okay, hold on. So where? Okay, I get what you're saying, bro. Like you saying you've seen moments where LeBron's had that dog in him, that killer instinct in him, and you've seen that, and you want him to keep that level of play. Period. Like no matter what, once you show us you got it, you want to sustain that for the rest of your career. Did Kobe do that?
What you mean?
Did Jordan do that?
What you mean?
No, I'm saying like no one has ever just sustained that level of, if they had it in them, that level of killer instinct for their whole career. It's never happened, bro. Like it's just at some point, Father Time can catch up with you. At some point, you know, each game is different. Like people like to say, oh, Kobe had the killer instinct. Jordan had a killer instinct. LeBron, or they say, oh, them guys was clutch and this and that, or they're scorers and this and that. What is LeBron? He's a scorer. They don't label him as that because he does a lot more other things way better than those guys could even dream of doing. But he's not a scorer. He averaged 27 points for his career. Okay, that's more than Mamba. And then they say, oh, he's not clutch. He has more playoff game winners or buzzer beaters or go ahead shots in the playoffs. Go ahead.
Can I chime in on that part?
Anytime you want.
Yes, he do got the most buzzer beaters, whatever, in the playoffs, but he has 0 in the finals. So what's the problem? Is the pressure too much? Like,
nah.
I mean, he 0 for 7. Like he shot the ball 7 times in the clutch.
Okay.
Didn't make one.
So what's Kobe's?
I think Kobe is 3 for 9, 3 for 8, somewhere in there. I have to go back and check, but I know Jordan is 50%. Jordan is 4 for 8. He shot it 8 times. He hit 4.
That's cool.
In the finals.
That's solid. I can't listen. I ain't arguing that LeBron is more clutch than them. I'm just saying when you go to holler at them guys, you try to, you got guys in the chat that try to put those guys on a certain pedestal and not want to bring LeBron to that same pedestal. No, he's there as well. Because it's different ways you can slice, you know what I mean? But you can't say one guy's more clutch, but this guy has more, you know what I mean? I get it's hard to do in the finals. I get that. And maybe he had his moments where he didn't hit the big shot in the finals. I get that too. But if you're going to put those guys on a certain pedestal, you have to put LeBron on that same exact pedestal.
Now,
And that don't happen a lot in this chat, bro, and it's ridiculous.
true. Now, I'm a do. Now, this is what I always say, and if you disagree, that's fine. But this is the best comparison I can give him. So you have Jordan, the Jordan prototype player that predominantly everybody's patterning their game after that says, okay, I'm gonna go out here and get these buckets like
Right.
Kobe. Then you look at everybody he trained: Devin Booker, Kyrie, Jason Tatum, Kawhi, KD. The list goes on. So the best way I can do this, I looked at Wilt Chamberlain, I looked at Oscar Robertson, and I looked at I'm missing somebody. He'll come back to me, but mainly them two. So LeBron accumulates a lot of stats. Again, stats are a part of an argument, but stats can't be the end all be all. And when I see him going out there getting these triple doubles and accumulating all these statistics, I'm like, okay, that wasn't Jordan game, that wasn't Kobe game, that was Wilt game, that was Oscar's game. So I'm like, in my eyes, LeBron is like a combination of Wilt Chamberlain's dominance statistically, but his playing style is more so Oscar Robertson, who always played on the ball because he couldn't play off ball. Like, he didn't have the skill set to be, okay, coming off picks and shooting, because that just wasn't his game. That's just, everybody can't develop that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna give LeBron his props on this. Phenomenal passer. I got to give him that. And I believe he's a little too passive at times. Not every time. I'm saying at times. I feel like, okay, you can shoot the ball in this moment. Prime example. When we played Golden State and he had Steph Curry at the top of the key. Now, I know everybody want to say, what's his name? George Hill cut to the basket.
Right.
But if you already thinking ahead, you got to be like, do I want George Hill at the free throw line? Regardless if I get fouled or miss the shot, do I really want to send this man do I want to put him in that moment? Because he's not ready for that. I don't care what nobody says.
Hold on. Like, me personally, bro, I would have loved to see LeBron go at Curry. I mean, you got 6 inches on him.
You see my point?
About 100 pounds. I'm with you on that, but at the same time, bro, it's like he made the right basketball play. He did. Like, just like he made the right basketball play. Whatever happens after that pass, you can't put it on him.
I'm not arguing that he made the right play, but I'm gonna ask you this: is making the right play always the best play?
Nope. Just like Kobe trying to go for the gusto every time and missing a lot of them damn shots, it ain't always the right play.
That's true, but
just like when Curry, when Jordan passed the ball to Curry, Paxton, whichever, both of them guys hit big shots, but especially the Kerr shot, Kerr made it. Kudos to Kerr.
Now I gotta give some context to that, because both those plays were drawn up. But when he made the pass to Kerr, and this is before the Last Dance doc came out. Mm-hmm. I remember watching it on DVD. They were sitting there on the bench, and I think Jordan had told Kerr, he said that last play, he said John came over and doubled. He said, if he come over this time, I'm gonna kick it out. And Kerr was like, I'll be ready. That was a drawn up play. The John Paxson play.
That was the one with Barkley. I think one of them was with Barkley.
That was when they played Barkley. Yeah. Jordan had just killed them for 10 consecutive field goals. So they called timeout, right? Field says, Michael, they're keying on you. Of course, Jordan know that with his high IQ. So he said, you're gonna be the decoy. You're gonna bring the ball down. You're gonna kick it to Scotty. Scotty gonna kick it to Horace. Horace, you're gonna kick it to Paxson. Another drawn up play, and it was successful. So in them moments, I'm saying that was the right play, but it was also the best play because it was scripted. Now, Kobe, on the other hand, I can somewhat give you, what I'm saying, your just do on that, because sometimes Kobe, he shot Detroit out the game, in my opinion, because he let that whole Rip Hamilton little one-on-one get in his head, and it's like you got out the game plan. So he did shoot them out of that game. 2008 against Boston was just they was on fire that year. I don't care if Kobe scored 60 a game. He wasn't gonna win that one. But
right.
The 04 Pistons, even he accepted accountability and was like that was his fault because he got out the game plan. He was trying to go back and forth with Rip. When Rip is playing within the team, all right, boom, you see what happened. They beat him 4-1. But honestly, I really think Detroit was gonna win that one anyway because they were just hot in the year.
Yeah, and their defense is just too.
But the point I'm making with LeBron, it's like just because it's the right play, that's not the best play. Like Curry, come on, man, you got to bully him. I mean, to me, that'd have been I feel like that'd have been the perfect opportunity. Take 2 hard dribbles. You're gonna be inside the free throw line. Just raise up. They either gotta foul you, or you're gonna have an opportunity to make the shot because you already 6'8", and he not finna jump with you. So
Right.
I just feel like at that moment you got to be like, nah, this one gonna be on me. Win, lose, or draw. That's my whole point. But that's why I said he's more like Wilt. He's more like Oscar because he gets a lot of statistics. But it's like, okay, are they impacting your team winning wise or?
Maybe you go to 10 straight finals. Obviously, it's impacting winning to a certain extent.
Okay,
And
now,
that comes to my next question. I got 2 separate questions. Well,
okay.
it's really not even. I'm not even gonna put them in a question form. Just two statements: the level of competition, and then expansion league.
So are you saying that strictly on MJ? Or are you saying that?
I personally just think, and it's my own opinion, I think LeBron has had tougher competition that he had to face throughout the course of his career than Jordan did.
He had tougher competition. So
That's
this
just
is
that's my personal opinion.
my counter to that. And a lot of people love to use that argument. He had tougher competition. Okay. But are we not going to acknowledge the fact that he joined 2 of his draft mates who at that time, Dwayne Wade, top 3 player in the league, Chris Bosh, top 15.
Okay,
Like,
so what was Pippen at the time when he played with Jordan? What would you have ranked Pippen in the league?
Pippen
Was it
got
like
drafted. Yeah, Pippen got drafted.
and we
Yeah.
know he got drafted, and we know he developed and all that. But see, that's the thing. People like to throw out LeBron. Oh, LeBron went to this team, that team. I get all that. But see, you gotta understand, Miami had won a championship in 06. And for the next 6 years, they ain't did too much of nothing. So it ain't like he went to a great freaking team. Yeah, Dwayne was still in his prime, and Bosh was in. No, I get that, but he ain't go to like no hellified great establishment. Nah, them boys had to still work for it and rebuild. But yeah, he did join this former super team. I get that, but it's already super teams in the past. It was just like, with the exception of Oscar Robertson, with the whole like what I'm saying, player movement freedom type of thing he did. With the exception of him, I mean, I personally don't see a problem with what LeBron did because he was with the Cavaliers for 7 to 8 years, and that front office sucked, bro. They did nothing for him. So I asked everybody this when they like throw out old LeBron left to go join the super team. He did some that, he created this team. I'd be like, okay, what would you have done? Would you have stayed, or would you have left to go try to get you some rings, knowing you already getting compared to Jordan, knowing you can go down as one of the greatest of all time, but you just filling up empty stats. It ain't accumulate to winning, and your front office ain't doing nothing for you at all. Would you have stayed or would you have left?
I'm gonna answer that, but I was gonna come back to what you stated about
Go ahead.
Jordan and the whole Pippen dynamic. Now, Scottie Pippen was drafted number 5 by Seattle, and the Bulls made the trade.
They traded for him. Yep.
Pippen wasn't even a star; had no impact his first 3 seasons.
Okay.
Pippen didn't even win Rookie of the Year. Like he 7
Right.
points in the playoffs when he got out the first round. So that's when I'm telling people they got to use the whole context, because they acting like when Pippen came, they still weren't losing. Like, they didn't start winning when Pippen got there. Now, once incrementally, can you still hear? Can you? He coming back, man. I think it lagged.
I'm back.
Show this one.
Yes, sir.
All right, did it lag you out?
No, you ain't letting me. I'm good now.
Okay, yeah. Now what I was saying was, soon as Pippen got there, they were still losing. Like Jordan had to build him up incrementally, and Horace Grant. You know what I'm saying? Before they started contending. So when Scotty first made it to the All Star, what was it, 1990? And they took Detroit to 7 games, but he had the migraine, so he ended up, he didn't get to push through game 7. So that's the point I have to tell people, like, Dwayne Wade was already established. Chris Bosh was already established. Dwayne Wade done went to the playoffs and finals. Chris Bosh, he getting bounced in the first round, but he done went to the playoffs. Already an all-star, all-NBA. So we have to use context when we start saying this now. On one point, like you said, would you have stayed? Would you have left? Again, I take that up to the mindset. What type of mindset do you have? Do you have the mentality of, you know what, I'm going to stay there. I'm going to gut it out like Giannis, like Dream, like Dirt, and win with one team? Or, are you going to do like Charles Barkley? Are you going to do like Robert Horry? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to say, all right, you know what, I'm going to go find these teams that are established that might need another piece. I'm gonna hop on board. Now,
not another piece. The piece. It's the difference. See, you got role players and you got LeBron. He's never been a role player, and that probably never will be. So it's like Dirk ain't never been labeled as one of the greatest. This and that. Nah, he just Dirk. He was great for what he was. Big German guy, whatever. But he was never labeled as one of the greatest of all time. So it was no pressure for him to leave and get a ring. So it's easy for him to stay. Barkley left. Barkley did the same shit Durant did. If you want to be technical.
Clyde Drexler did too. I don't know why people forget about that.
For real. So it's like I just feel like LeBron. I feel like he almost had to, bro. And Giannis' situation was, I think Giannis can go down in the top 10 as well. If he needs a little more body of work, but he can too. But his situation kind of was like LeBron, but his front office is way better than what LeBron's was.
Talking about Giannis?
They put pieces around him.
Yeah, but then again, you also gotta factor in the style of play and what system are y'all running too.
That's true. That is true.
So what I was talking about with the whole like linking up now, I don't have no problem with player empowerment, but I will say this: you can't castigate one player if you're going to apply the other one. That's when I got pushback. So if you're going to leave, you got to understand, like they say, with great power comes great responsibility. To whom much is given, much is required. So if you decide to up and take your talent somewhere, well, you got to understand, you finna get some backlash from a certain faction. That's
that's gonna happen. Of course,
you can't escape that, because a lot of people are gonna say you cheated the process, you took the easy way, you took the shortcut, or you're gonna have people saying, okay, you took your destiny into your own hands. It's however you want to see it. Like, I could have the number 6 and you might see the number 9. So it's just how you view it. Now, if you're asking me personally, I'm gonna stay there as long as I can to tough it out and try to get me a chip, i.e. Kevin Garnett. 13 seasons.
So you'll be on Damian Lillard and just sit there and hell no, I couldn't.
No, I ain't gonna say Dame, but look at KG though. He stayed in Minnesota for 13 seasons. Okay, he didn't win. Danny Ainge, Kevin McHale, they sent him to Boston. Boom, he get him a chip. So a lot of people give KG props because it's like, well, he stayed there for 13. That was 10 plus years, and then 3 more years on top of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people that stay with a franchise for so long, and then they go join another one, and they finally get that chip. So I'm just of the mindset, yeah, I'm gonna be out as long as I can. Hey, I'm gonna be the soldier, come in there. But again, hey, I have no problem with player empowerment. Just don't pick and choose one player you want to apply. Next player you want to say, either they both weak or they both bosses and took their own power. Like,
right.
You can't try to divvy up how you want to look at it. That's my only problem when people do that. So with LeBron and that thing, it's like, whole thing, like, okay, you show the players it things, but you got to understand, when you open up that avenue, well, guess what? Now you giving other players the opportunity to do the same thing. So If somebody's fair play, apply them both, or we gonna get them both. To me, ain't no great. Somebody else did it. Somebody else did it. Woo. He went to Cleveland. Same situation. I mean, I feel like with that squad, it's like at that time the league was catching up to them. You know what I'm saying? It's like they got that one ring, but it's like you opened up a door for like other people to start doing it. So
That's true.
it's a copycat league. So now you giving the league opportunity to catch up to you. So it's like you're not the only top dog doing this. You know what I'm saying? Then
All
you
right,
go
so
to LA.
look, real quick, because I'm scrolling through the chats, right? So look, bro, real quick, it's not like off topic, but there's the problem I be having with these. I call them Jordan Knights, bro. Like,
Which one?
bro, like Omar, bro. Like, check them out. So look,
Hey, that's my guy, man.
I don't listen, bro. Okay, he said Brian. I'm just going through it. He said Brian chokes very bad in 2007, 2011. 11 was a choke job. That's the blemish that people want to use to separate LeBron and Jordan. I have no problem with that. I'm always think LeBron better, but I had no problem with that because the man choked in 2011. He should have. But 07, how was that a choke job? How? He had no business being there in the first place. How was that a choke job?
Can I ask a question to that?
Go ahead.
Had they won, would you say they shouldn't have won that ring?
No, I say he won a ring that was darn near impossible to even ring. I would still be saying he had no business even been in the finals.
But it was still
with that team. He had no business.
But it'll still count though in the record books. It will go down as they won that chip, right?
Oh yeah.
So
and in the record books it goes down that he lost, but not choke. How did he choke?
I got a follow-up question. So that Cleveland team, they was ranked top 5 in efficiency. Right. So if you that great, matter of fact, they was number 4. If you that great on defense, I feel like defensively you should be able to get one game just off your defense alone. Because like they say, offense wins games and sells tickets. Defense wins championships. So I'm like, you couldn't get one game? I mean,
I just still feel like they was overmatched, bro. At the end of the day, like all that efficiency rate, the crap. Like look at the Grizzlies. I think right now the Grizzlies got the number 1 offense in the league, or with offensive, whatever it is, or it's the Grizzlies or one of them teams. They ain't finna make it to the finals. They ain't finna. It's so many teams nowadays that's like ranked top whatever in the offensive rating and defensive rating and offensive efficiency, defensive efficiency. They ain't making the finals. They ain't even making it to the second round half of the time.
I wouldn't necessarily say that, but I ain't gonna get off tangent though. But we can talk about that later.
Okay, real quick. They say they say Bron is a fast Karl Malone with no mid range. Man, he has a mid range, bro. What are you talking about, bro?
Hey, listen. Hey, my guys ain't sparing. They ain't sparing Bron. I'm telling you now. They show him no mercy.
He said Bron don't have a mid range. What are you talking about, bro?
Okay, I'm gonna say this.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this.
Why he'll come off the pull up as elegant as Jordan? He don't have a mid range.
Can you logically show me a mixtape of Bron like that's got a bag in the mid range? Like, can you logically tell me that? Like, he got an up and under, he got a reverse pivot. You know what I'm saying? He got the step through. You know what I'm saying? He got the hizzy. Like, can you logically say LeBron got a bag in the mid range? He got like a combination of moves and counters. Can you say that?
I think I will say I think he have had a bag in the mid range, but Father Time caught up to him. He ain't as as mobile as he used to be. But I will try to find some footage and I will send it to you. I try to find some and send it to you. It's out there somewhere because I'm sure the man got a hella film with him really in his bag, mid range, up and under, reverse pivot, shimmy, fade away, off bank. Like it's a lot, bro. The man has done a lot. Like I said, he's not as elegant as Jordan and Kobe. He ain't got that bag like KD. He ain't that type of player. Off the dribble and real nice with it. He ain't that type of dude. But he have it.
My bad. Go ahead. Which one?
Turnover. What are you talking about, bro?
You know he number 1 in turnover playoffs and regular season now.
Bro,
validity to it.
Look at anybody with usage rate that much is going to have a lot of turnovers. Look at all the greats. Your turnover is going to be high with that much usage rate. Nah, I ain't trying to justify him turning it over, but god dang, bro, like it's gonna happen, dog. It's gonna happen at some point.
Now I'm gonna speak on that. Magic point guard, so he pretty much had like right on par usage rate with LeBron. And Magic really didn't have high turnovers. Magic had low turnovers, for the most part.
Magic is a natural freaking point guard, though, bro.
True,
Like,
but I'm gonna tell you somebody.
naturally.
Yeah, Jason Kidd. He had low turnovers. See,
but they're natural point guards. LeBron is in the category as far as assists and all this stuff with point guards. You look at the top 10 assists in history, bro. I think he's the only small forward, the only forward or guard in there.
Hey, I'm glad. I'm glad you said. Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
It's all point guards in there.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. But when you finish, I got to speak on it. No, I want you to finish.
No, I'm done. I'm done. I want to hear it. Go ahead.
Now, what you said is true. Yeah, he. Hold on. Let me bring this in here. What you said is true. Yeah, he is all time up there with them. But see, this is where we differentiate. And this is where a lot of like I say, I got to give you props, bro, because I thought you was one of them casual fans, but you actually coming in here, speaking like saying a mature person. So salute you.
Hey, real quick. Hey, how tall are you?
You said how tall am I?
Yeah,
I'm 6 foot.
Oh damn, I got you. I'm a 6'8".
Oh yeah, you got me by 8 full inches.
Yeah, let me show you infinite. So you damn dope. All right, where?
Yeah. You got me by 8. Yeah, you got me by 8 inches all day. Yeah, I'm not driving in on you. I'm shooting threes. I'm telling everybody that right now. I wouldn't even challenge that. But
go ahead.
But this is where I differentiate. So he is, like you said, all time career. You said he top 10 somewhere in there. True. Now, when we look at the per game stats, per game stats meaning your assist per game. Do you realize that he's not even top 20 in the per game stats?
Damn, I ain't even peeked that.
Yeah, Magic Johnson is number 1. He got Magic averaged like 11.3 assists per game. Now,
Magic got more than Stockton?
No, hold on. No. I'm talking about per game, not overall.
Okay, I see.
Now, I'm glad you said that though, because you pretty much like this. I know you know basketball because you took the next question I was about to ask you. Now, Stockton, great. Hey, all-time great. You can't knock that man. But me and you talking basketball. Right. Is there any way you can like logically say that Magic Johnson is a better point guard? I mean, not Magic, but Stockton is a better point guard than Magic just because he got all-time assists number 1?
No.
So you see why I don't use the longevity stats like that? Because it's misleading. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, I got to give Stock his props. Now, if you want to compare him to Zeke, I won't even use championships. Me personally, even though he hate Jordan, I'm gonna take Zeke because Zeke did more and could do more than Stockton, and that's not a discredit to him because I love Stock. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that he did, but it's like I tell people you got to look at the per game stats. No other point guard averaged 11 assists per game. Magic in the playoffs, Magic averaged 12.5 assists in the playoffs. Nobody else did that. Magic got the most assists per game in the regular season, playoffs, NBA finals. That's why I tell folks like Curry, nobody. Everybody, it's like Magic point guard, number 1. Everybody else, find your place.
Right.
That's why I tell people like when I see these little trolls out here talking about LeBron gonna have 40,000. I'm like, that's great, that's fine, but you can't. That's not putting him over Jordan as far as being a scorer. Because I'm gonna ask you another question, and I like the fact that we're keeping it 100. In 2015. Was anybody saying Kareem was the GOAT because he was number 1 all-time scorer?
No, but I do think to a certain extent he do have a case. If it ain't LeBron and Jordan, he do have a case of being a GOAT.
Yeah, no doubt.
But nobody said nah.
And see, that's where I come back when I'm talking to people. It's like you can't come to me, I'm not saying it's you, I'm saying in general. I tell people like you can't come to me with the whole, but he got better statistics and blah, blah, blah. Cause I'm like, stats can be misleading now. Stats can be inflated, and I'm gonna give you another example. Jerry West. Jerry West got better stats than Kobe. Now, I know a lot of people out there, they're like, but yeah, he was better. Me personally, Jerry West was great, but I can't say he's better than Kobe Bryant, even though his numbers say he's a better player. But I test, nah, you know what I'm saying? And again, Jerry West is an all-time great. Yeah, unfortunately, Yeah, unfortunately, he lost 8 times in the finals, but
Facts.
hey, he got that one. But still, it's like even though
That boy got that one, boy. He was
yeah, he
going
got
hard
that
for that.
one. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I tell people like, when they try to come at me, what I'm saying, other cats, I'm like, don't come at me with these whole statistics because I'm telling you, I'm gonna blow you out your water. Because I don't go by the all time and all that. It's like if we're gonna use real stats, you gotta go by the per game. Because per game is
Right.
gonna tell the story of what you did at your peak. You know what I'm saying? When
Okay.
you was like,
Do you feel like Kobe's better than LeBron?
now I'm gonna say this, and you probably will disagree with me. That's fine. I won't say, oh man, you crazy. This is why I feel like Kobe better than LeBron. Because Kobe, this is why. Because Kobe, he got it done on the defensive end. That's one thing I can't say. And I'm saying that because I'm a defensive guy. Like Dennis Rodman, I love him. Bill Russell,
Yeah.
love him. Tony Allen, like all them dogs on defense, Gary Payton, I love them guys. Because when you playing defense, to me, that's showing me that, you know what I'm saying, you in your mind, it's like, nah, I gotta lock you down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta, if you do score, it's gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna expend some energy. But I like the fact that Kobe, he played just as hard on defense as he did on offense. Now, I seen LeBron start to kind of, when he went back to Cleveland, like now in Miami, he was getting it done on the defensive end. But it seemed like he went to Cleveland, he kind of just said, all right, I'm gonna just, I'm gonna take my foot out the gas and kind of just, play
You know what
defense.
I say about that though. Like
What's that?
he did take us off the gas defensively. I will admit because LeBron's capable of locking a nigga down for real. Like he got that in him. Well, had it in him. He old now, but still, I think he just adjusted to the league, bro. Like you look at Jordan. Like the league ain't really changed much when Jordan was there. You look at Kobe, the league didn't change a whole lot when Kobe was doing putting in his work and whatever. But like
Yeah.
we look at how much the league has really changed while LeBron's here, bro. It's like who's really clamping niggas for real nowadays? You got a few here and there, you know what I mean? But nobody's. It ain't the same. So I feel like I feel like he had to do more adjusting than just about probably any other
So you
superstar as
saying
far as like keeping up with the league.
so you saying he a product of his environment.
Environments.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, like he had to adjust so much. Like, because people think, oh, he can't play in the dominant era. Okay, from '03 to 2010, it wasn't weak. Let's face the facts. It wasn't soft.
Yeah.
Flopping wasn't the thing. You know what I mean? Then you got from, okay, 12, even like 12, 11, 12, 13, 14. It wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
15, 16 range up until now, yeah, it got kind of soft or whatever. But I just feel like people, oh, he couldn't play. Like, bro, the man had to go through a lot of those guys. And then now he got to play with all these offensive. Like, bro, the offense has never been greater than it is now. Like, it's ridiculous how like what the players are doing now, bro. So he got to face these type of players, but you can't put your hands on them. You can't. Who's playing defense for real? Mikael Bridges, Marcus Smart, Draymond. Like, it's a few.
Giannis.
Giannis, yeah, Giannis. That's a bad dude, Giannis. But we'll come back to this debate another time. But I do want to pick your brain.
Oh, most definitely.
So you got to give me a top five that beat this top five, but you can't use none of the players that I'm about to name.
Okay.
All right. Jordan, Bron, Kobe, Shaq, Kareem. That's the top five. You got to give me a
You
top five
said
there.
Jordan, Kobe, Bron, Shaq, Kareem.
You got to give me a top five that'll beat that top five. Without using any of those guys.
I'm gonna go Magic. I'm gonna go KD. I'm gonna go Magic at the point. I'm gonna go
Mm-hmm.
KD at the two.
But KD at two, that's tough.
I'm gonna go Bird at the three because I can't use Shaq. Can't use him. Okay. So Magic, KD, Bird. I'm gonna go Dream at the four.
Yeah, you got Hakeem in there.
And you said Kareem. Okay. Because I'm thinking of it like I'm thinking of people who I know can like switch off and could match up
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
cross.
Who will look versatile? Yeah, for real.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go KG at the five.
That's tough. That's almost like my five, but I take out Bird and I put Katie at the three and I put Magic at the two But I let Magic run the one, but I put Gary Payton at the one to guard the one.
Well, and I mean, yeah, I get that. See, it's like when you said Jordan, Kobe, and you said Shaq and Kareem. I'm looking like, okay, Bron gonna play the point, so he got to check Magic. But again, that's like to me, he not gonna stop Magic because Magic is like nobody can stop him in his prime anyway.
Right.
I'm not saying that Magic gonna stop Bron either because like them two gonna offset each other now.
I just feel like no superstar can stop no superstar.
Well, yeah, but it's like when you say the matchup between who you have at the two, Kobe or Jordan.
See, I would have had Kobe at the two.
Okay, so Kobe against KD and then Bird against Jordan.
Yeah.
They all really gonna nullify each other because I mean, Bird before the back injury, could nobody stop him? That man used to drop Dennis Rodman off and used to tell Chuck Daly, like, Chuck, who guard me? Dennis Rodman, he done put 25 on him in 3 quarters. Like
torturing him.
And y'all saying this man can't play today? Like, y'all, I tell people, if you looking at Luka Doncic, you can't tell me Larry Bird can't play this.
Oh no, exactly. Like,
no way.
You know what's crazy? I do believe this, bro. They say Luka not athletic, he ain't. And Bert wasn't athletic. I think Bert more athletic than Luka is, honestly, bro.
But I'm about both of them.
Would have killed these niggas right
now,
bro.
And I'm gonna tell you something about both of them. You can't speed them up. You can't make them play no faster than they want to play.
Just like Jokic, Kyle Anderson. You can't make these players play any different. But today's game, who you got winning the ship?
Right now, I mean, until you beat, like I'm old school. Till you beat the man, you know what I'm saying? They still the man. So till somebody knock the Bucks off, they still the top team. But
even without Middleton,
you see, that's what I was about to say. Now with Middleton being out, Giannis he gonna have to start looking to close out. You know what I'm saying? Because Middleton was kind of like the fourth quarter closer. Right. You know. I'm not saying that he can't do it, but how I seen Boston locking down KD and Kyrie,
I'm telling you,
Giannis never gonna have to bring it. You know what I'm saying? Because they play defense too. I'm not gonna knock them, but I'm ready to see it gonna be a defensive battle. And I'm like,
Giannis don't have to like. Giannis is more. See, the Celtics is my team. I'm a Celtics fan. It's weird. I'm from Florida, but I'm a Celtics fan and I'm a Cowboys fan. That's just me.
Cowboy Nation, salute.
There you go. We got to get rid of Jerry Jones, but
we got to. Jerry got to go.
He got to go. But listen though, so I think, but see, Boston plays some hella defense, bro. But KD and Kyrie, they're not physical.
No,
Giannis is a different breed. So this as much as trying to wear him down, he can wear them down as well. But I will say this though. I think the Bucks do got a chance of winning it. Because, Middleton gone, but if Grayson Allen can keep up the way that he's been playing, the boys got a real chance. Because that white boy been balling. I actually played against him in high school, bro.
Grayson Allen?
Yeah, bro. I played against him.
Was he doing all that tripping back then that he started doing?
Nah, he was like in the middle of a game, off backboard between the legs, type of dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd have played against him. I'd have played against Austin Rivers. I'd have played against Andrew Wiggins. Oh, yeah, nice. Nice. Yeah.
These just a few.
Right.
I probably got a damn half a room closet full.
God dang.
But
I don't play AAU ball with Joel Embiid. He played some right hand games with a lot of guys, man. I don't hoop with a lot of dudes, man.
But coming out the West. I feel like it's gonna come down to Phoenix and Golden State, and
I think Golden State gonna get it.
I agree, but reason why I said I'm not gonna sleep on Memphis because it's scary when you playing a team that ain't got nothing to lose.
No facts.
Nobody is saying, well, Memphis, it's time for y'all to go to the finals. You know, ain't nobody put them up there yet. And when you got a team that can go out there and play with no pressure, like, hey, y'all got to beat us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't got the expectations.
Right.
I'm going to say this. Now, if I'm using heart over head, I feel like Memphis do got a legitimate shot of getting to the finals. But if I think with my head first, yeah, it's definitely gonna come down to Golden State and Phoenix because number one, they both got two savvy veterans that been to the finals, know what it takes to get there. But that boy Jordan Poole,
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna tell. Listen
he's
how I say
serious.
this. Listen how I say this. How he been playing right now? I'm calling that man Michael Jordan Poole because, bruh, that his what is it? His debut, he went for 30, and I'm talking about, bruh, he was giving it to them boys like y'all
Efficiently
can't
too.
guard me. I'm like, man, they ain't got this young buck right. I said, ooh.
Man,
I'm like,
I saw this poster, bro. That bit said it said PTSD, and it was so raw. It had Poole, Klay Thompson, the P, the T, S for Steph, and then the D for Draymond. I was like, yeah, them boys, them boys.
boy,
Serious.
that's nasty. And I'm gonna tell you something else. They doing this without Wiseman.
No, right, exactly. And
And
Kuminga getting very few minutes. That boy's why I
and
started.
I feel like when the season is over, I think they're gonna move on from Wiggins because they're gonna be like, bro, we paying you this money and you showing up when you want to. Hey, we can get rid of you and bring in
Jordan Poole don't took your little spot. I'm sorry, you out
like straight up and get somebody that can come in like playing 6-man, giving them buckets. I'm like, ooh, but see,
go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, like, see, that's the difference because Golden State has a culture out there. They don't have that, hey, you just gonna come here and do whatever. Now they kind of gave KD a little leeway, but you see the difference between Kevin Durant playing in Golden State system in that framework, opposed to just going out there playing one-on-one. My turn, your turn, my turn. That's not gonna win. I done told people like that my turn, your turn ball, that's not gonna be the high IQ team, especially the team.
And it's crazy because that's what he wanted. And now I bet he really regret ever leaving.
Oh yeah, he do. He do. Like I said,
the pressure on him. I know what you would do.
See, KD should have just turned his ears off, said, fuck all what the media saying, fuck what everybody else saying. I'm in the best place to continue winning. I'm going to stay here. No, he let the media get to him. He started smelling himself, like my pops used to say, as a youngster. And you trying to, run off like, I'm a great mom. Now, had he won, I'd have had to give him his props. But, bro, you got swept. Like, you didn't get one game?
Exactly.
Nah, I got to bring you down some. Yeah. I kind of had KD up there like threatening it, but it's like, nah, you going out like that, and that's the team you handpicked. Nah, because if
and you in the middle of your prime.
True, and being fair, if I'm gonna get on LeBron helmet when he do it, got to give KD that same energy. So
and Jordan from losing in the first round, a couple years straight, in the first round.
Let's break that down. When they say he lost 3 years straight in the first round,
he did.
You do know he lost to the champions. Each team beat him went on to win the title. It wasn't like he lost to a mediocre team or a team that wasn't already top pick. See, that's what people be forgetting. Now, I'm gonna say this, and you can go look this up. This is what Jordan said verbatim. He said, "I never lost a game." He said, "I just ran out of time." You see what I'm talking about with the mindset now?
He's trying to finesse you. Nah, you lost, bro. You don't try to manipulate somebody's mind and try to.
But I'm saying the point I'm making is in his mind he never felt like it was over though. Like even if they did lose, in his mind it's like it's not over till they blow the whistle, boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, be honest. You done seen KD give up and quit in games, right?
Yeah, sure.
You done seen LeBron give up and quit in games, right?
One series.
You done seen Curry, for the most part, kind of get shook and
Yeah.
So again, these players, they're great. Give them their props. But if I've seen you, get kind of shook up and you kind of, shrink, I can't say you on par with this player when this player in his mind is like, nah, I never lost. We just ran out of time. I mean, okay, Magic, another one. Only time I think Magic just got swept, he pulled his hamstring. So if people want to crucify him, cool, but I'm not because I'm like, okay, that man was on one leg.
Right.
He's not himself, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to go down as a sweep, cool. I'm going to give you a nut. Isaiah Thomas again. Yeah. I know him and Jordan got their own beef, but I love Isaiah. Why? Because his mindset.
Isaiah, that man, point guard.
Remember when he sprung his ankle against the Lakers? He could have sat out. He could have been like, "Oh, I'm injured. I can't go back in." No, you know what he said? Tape it up.
Bro,
Tie my shoe back up.
I actually think the reports came back. It was fractured. It was something worse than what we thought. It
Oh,
was
yeah, most definitely. Because had he not got injured, I think Detroit would have won. They'd have won that series because it's like the Lakers couldn't stop them. It's like the Lakers was getting theirs, but they couldn't stop Detroit. It's like Detroit would be right back on them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when that man came back in the third quarter and gave Michael Cooper 25 points, best defender in the league on one leg, I was like, bruh, that man's something serious. I ain't seen Curry do that. I ain't seen Stockton do that. None of them. That's why I said, to me, Zeke is right up under Magic because, bruh, that man was on one leg and still went out there and willed his team to the win. Now they didn't win the series, but they won that game because you know what I'm saying. Game 7, he couldn't push it. You know what I'm saying.
Right.
Ankle done swole up. It was over with. But
I got. Just for what he's done, I got Curry behind Magic.
It's
hard not to, bro.
Right, I won't disagree with that.
But I think this year, obviously, given the fact if considering he played the way he's been playing and they actually win a chip this year or next year, or whatever, bro, he get a Finals MVP up on his belt.
Yeah.
I mean, Magic is Magic, bro, but you got it's tough. It's tough. That point guard debate that can go on for a long time. It's so tough, bro. Because Curry got a chance to pass him. He's just gonna need a little more body at work, but it's tough.
This is why, in my perspective, he won't pass Magic because Magic the only superstar to win the Finals MVP as a rookie.
No, right, and he played the post.
He played all 5. He jumped center, power forward, small forward, shooting guard, point guard.
Yeah.
Won the chip, Finals MVP, and he went for 42. See, Magic is a point guard. He came out his element and said, "Nah, I'm gonna assume the score as Kareem. I'm gonna lead y'all to victory." He told him he was gonna do it, and he did it. But this would make it even better though. He held Dr. J in check. Who else can say that, man?
While giving buckets, all them rebounds, that's tough.
That's what I'm saying. Who else can say that? Like I said, if somebody want to argue me that Magic is the GOAT over Jordan, I'll be like, hey, you got a legit case. Like I'm like, hey, I won't disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? Because no other person done it their rookie season the way he did it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, and that goes back to like I read something, bro. I think it was, I don't know if it's in that damn group, but this group full of weird ass people, bro. I just be in there laughing a lot. Sometimes I say something to pick some brains, but it's people weird, dog.
It's ridiculous, man.
But I seen some. It said LeBron is the better overall player, but Jordan is greater.
So,
and I was thinking, I was like, dang, well, because you just mentioned the whole Magic can have the case of being the greatest of all time. I was thinking the same thing. Like Magic is probably a better overall player than Jordan. But
overall,
but Jordan's peak is higher than anyone's peak. I mean, we don't know what the hell Bill Russell did for real. Let's be real.
Yeah,
we don't really know for real. You know what I'm saying? But like as far as like what we know and what we can go back as far back, what we can see, Jordan's peak is like higher than anyone's peak has ever been.
Yeah.
So I feel like as far as greatest, it's a good argument there. But I feel like just an overall player, I personally just think LeBron or Magic is like the best overall players because they can do a lot more on the court. Now, granted, that wasn't Jordan's role, so we can't really like use that against him because like when he did play point guard for like 11 games, it was like 6 and 5, and he averaged a triple double. So it's like he could have done it. We know that, but it's just like all we got to go by is what we got to go by, and history shows that just overall player. I just feel like LeBron better as an overall player.
Yeah. Now, when you say that, I got this is the question I got to ask to counter that. Are you talking overall as far as offensively, defensively? Or are you saying overall?
Yeah, like the whole offensive arsenal of the assists, everything, scoring, and then defense as well. Now, before we get into the defense thing, bro, let's not act like Jordan was just locked down defender. He was not. He hardly ever guarded the best player. When he did, it wasn't for a lot of plays. A lot of his steals came from like off ball or like, you know what I'm saying, help just like playing help side defense, getting steals like that. Jordan wasn't really clamping niggas up for real like that, bro. Like Pippen had that role Rodman had that role. Grant had that role. Like Jordan wasn't really clamping niggas like that. He hardly ever guarded the best player. And that's a fact, bro. I said hardly ever.
Okay, so it's a clip out there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send it to you while I'm speaking on something else. But I'm gonna say this first as I'm sending this clip to you. Now, when people say that, I'm not saying this. I'm saying this in a general sense. I think a lot of people look at Scottie and say, "Oh, well, because Scottie was predominantly like his." If you said what was Scottie's best attribute, you would probably say defense and playmaking. You know,
right,
leading the break in the open court.
Right.
And I think people they misconstrue that as saying that Pippen was a better defender than Michael Jordan. Pippen was a great defender. I'm gonna give him his props, but I've also seen Pippen get lit up. Now I'm not saying Jordan didn't get lit up, but Jordan in his mind,
Jordan got torched by a few niggas. Bro.
I mean, he did. Like I said, so did Pippen. But Jordan, he took stuff personal. Pippen just be like, okay, you know, you got me, whatever. Nah, you know what he gonna say? I'm gonna remember this. When we play y'all again, I'm coming for your throat. That was the difference. See, Pippen didn't really think like that, and I'm not saying that was a problem. That just wasn't Pippen's mindset. But let me find this. Okay, I'm finna send you this clip so you can check it. Because like I said, a lot of people be like, you know, they'll say something, and I ask, where's the proof? I get all these excuses, all these deflections, all this unnecessary hot air, except for what I asked for. You know what I'm saying? So I don't never want to be like a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? Like that cat Brian, like I told you, I debated him, man. I embarrassed him. I can say that right here in this thread because I really did. And I can find a link and send that to you too. And I'm glad you ain't childish like him. That's why I want to salute you on.
Nah. I just like the game, man. Like I'm a realistic dude. Like if anybody, and so you know your stuff. Like if anybody want to tell me somebody's better than somebody, I'm cool with whatever that's your personal opinion.
Most definitely.
As long as you got your, just logical reasons behind as to why, I'm cool with it. Because obviously we ain't gonna we can agree to disagree. As long as it's a good debate, I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nothing. But some guys just ain't, they ain't built like that, bro.
No, they ain't wired like that. That's why I say a lot of cats get in there talking greasy, and I'm like, well, yeah, what's up with this live debate? You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, majority of them, I never hear from them again because it's like, yo, I'm not gonna do the back and forth all day. It's like, hey, you feeling some type of way? All right, let's see. Let's put, hey, like they say, put what they say, put your money where your mouth is. You know what I'm saying?
See, they internet gangsters. See, they'll sit behind and type all day long, but when they got time to use that mouthpiece for real, you ain't got no just straight up what you know in your brain. I'm trying to go Google real quick. Oh, let me pause this comment. Let me go search something real quick. What's in your brain? My
exactly.
Are you a student of the game for real?
Exactly. But speaking on what you were saying, so when I hear people use the whole criteria for defense with Jordan and everything, now this is what Jordan Pierce said. This is not me. This is his peers.
I got it
verbatim. Jordan was the one who set the tone defensively, meaning if they going up against the Magic, nah, Scotty, I got Penny tonight. You know what I'm saying? You get to chirping or something like that. Nah, I'm making it my personal mission to get in his, you know what I'm saying? No homo. Or if they playing the Kings, Mitch Richmond, you know what I'm saying? Get the chirping, you know what I'm saying? Before the game. Jordan, I got him tonight. Reggie Miller, you know what I'm saying? Clyde Drexler, Kevin Johnson, you know what I'm saying? Dominique Wilkins, all them boys. Any one of them, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times Jordan had to manufacture beefs, you know what I'm saying, to get himself going. Like, I know they said that too, but if they going against somebody and they like, doing all this mouth and blah, 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 now Jordan gonna say, nah, I got him tonight.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody else over there. If you come over there, I'm gonna tell you, get the fuck back. You know what I'm saying? Because I want him. See, that's why I say in my mind that Jordan was, I'm gonna say slightly better. Like I'm not gonna say it was a big wide margin. I'm gonna say slightly better because if you got him, he was gonna get you back. Scotty was like, okay, yeah, it's whatever. I'm saying. Not saying Scotty wasn't no great defender because he was, but it's kind of like, if you get him, he ain't really tripping. Now Jordan want to come back and prove a point. Yeah. KG said it. All of the peers, all of his contemporaries that played with him or against him, they all said he made it his personal business.
So Jordan was the type dude you wasn't gonna get 2 good games on him in a row. You get him one game.
You get one. You not.
Next game he gonna embarrass you.
Yeah. You weren't gonna get another one if you get that one. Just like, okay, Remember when they went against Portland and the media, what they say? Well, they kept saying, well, Clyde's a better shooter than you. And Jordan said he's a better shooter than I choose to be. So he was like, he told Magic the night before, he said, Magic, you know what I'm going to do to this dude tomorrow? Hey, Magic was commentating. He gave him 6 threes in the first half. Remember that? Over there?
Yeah, that's tough.
That's why I say what Jordan did, like, you know what I'm saying, the man, he backed it up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He didn't just come out there and just say, nah. If he said it, hey, you get one game on him, that second game, nah. You like, he ain't finna, you know what I'm saying? Even if he have a horrible offensive night, because he making that point to like, you're not gonna get 2 games on me. Now, I'm gonna say as far as Scotty could cover more ground with being 6'7" in that wingspan. And Scotty could guard 1 through 4, legit. Like Scotty could guard power forwards. I've seen him guard Barkley. I've seen him guard Malone. You know, not the whole game, but in spurts.
Right.
You're not gonna put Jordan down there on no power forward.
Yeah, it's small.
But when they say all around, this is where I come to. So I'm coming back to the per game stats. Okay. Offense, we know Jordan #1 in points per game. But watch this. Steals per game. Jordan is top 3 in steals per game. Okay. I think Magic #2, or I don't know, somewhere in there. So when you said Magic got a better argument, yeah.
What's Jordan's like 1.8 or something like that?
What steals per game? It's like 2 point. Let me fact check that because I don't even want to speculate. I'm gonna look that up because I actually got to say.
I think it's like 1.8. It could be higher though.
I'm gonna look that up real quick.
LeBron's probably 1.8. Somebody's 1.8. I just looked.
You talking about steals per game?
Yeah. Okay,
let me stats. Yeah, because I had this one. Yeah, I had this one pulled up. No, this is playoffs. My bad. This is playoffs.
Yeah, it's playoff stats out
per game. Okay. All right, I found it. So, yeah, Iverson #1, Jordan #2, Magic #3. Okay. I don't know. Is it blurry or can you?
No, it's clear.
Now.
Yeah.
What per game steals?
Hell yeah.
So Jordan got 2.3 per game steals. AI got 2.4. Magic got 1.9. So the top, I'm gonna read the top 10. You know what I'm saying? Like AI, Jordan, Magic, Zeke, Jason Kidd. Okay, 6, Rick Barry, 7, Gary Payton, 8, Mookie Blaylock, 9, Scottie Pippen, 10, Clyde Drexler, 11, CP3, 12, Baron Davis, 13, Michael Ray Richardson, 15, John Stockton. See, that's why I say you got to look at per game stats. Even though Stockton #1 in all-time accumulative steals, per game, he went #15. You know, now, that's a knock.
See, I just feel like that. I just like per game it says a lot about what you did in the, you know. I get it. But see, I look at, I don't know, bro. It's like you great at in your time of being great, but it's like I just still feel like the whole body of work, like longevity, definitely plays a factor, in my opinion, in any debate you want to use. Because like you can look at per game stats and I get that, but bro, it's like if a guy is consistent, like LeBron, okay, yeah, Jordan averaged 30 points for his career, but it's been years. Jordan averaged 37 points. 43 points in the playoffs. You know, it's stuff like that he don't did, but it's like you only average 30 points for your career. LeBron averaged 27. It's only 3 less points. But then like LeBron you average 4 assists or something like that. LeBron averaged 7 assists. You average like 5 rebounds. LeBron averaged like 7.7 rebounds. So it's like I just feel like on the offensive end, LeBron contribute to more on the offensive end than Jordan did. You know what I mean?
I see your point, but I'm gonna ask this though. Now, do you feel like sometimes when you're doing that takes away from your teammates to whereas if you're doing less, like prime example, if you're just gonna focus mainly on being a facilitator and you're gonna get your bucket second, like a Jason Kidd or a Magic, do you feel like he could have won more? Now, watch where I'm going with this. If LeBron is getting all these rebounds like Oscar and Wilt, even though Wilt was a big man, but if I'm looking at Oscar and LeBron, okay, well, what are your big man doing if you getting all these rebounds down here? You know? Now, if they facilitate, cool. You know, playmaking, I feel like that's their formula for winning. All right, cool. That's what you're going to stick to, i.e. Magic, Bird, Zeke, you know what I'm saying, being the playmakers.
Right.
Not scoring first, but playmaking first. Okay. What Jordan doing? Scoring first. Kobe scoring first. Shaq scoring first. That's their formula for winning. I look at it like LeBron do so many things that his teammates have no defined role. So it's kind of like, well, what are we supposed to do? You know, are we just supposed to spot up and shoot? Well, you can like construct an easy game plan for that. Hey, we're gonna stop LeBron this game and we're gonna make his teammates beat us, or we're gonna let LeBron get his and we're gonna stop his teammates because one man not gonna beat no whole team. See, but when you playing in a system and you sticking to what you do best and you outline your teammates to thrive in their roles, now you kind of got the defense off balance because you don't know, you know what I'm saying, who gonna pop up in that third role or be that, you know, that dark horse, you know what I'm saying, and just step up and take over. Hey, wake up, wake up, wake up. See, that's when I see that, like, yeah, the numbers look nice and all that, but it's like if you doing that, but your teammates are kind of just playing the background, it's like, you know, well, what are we doing here? You know, yeah, the numbers look nice.
I feel you.
You know, what is your team contributing? That's always like I said, when, hey, yeah, you know, to a certain extent, you know, yeah, the triple doubles and all that is great, but I mean, if your teammates ain't thriving and they just kind of standing around, like look at Giannis in the Bucks. Giannis will get a triple double, but if you look at Middleton, he went for like 25.
But
you know
same with Wade and Bosh, they got theirs, and Brown had the same way of playing style. Same with Kyrie and Kevin Love, they got theirs. LeBron had the same way of playing style. Same with the Lakers. Anthony Davis, he definitely got his. Had the same way of playing style. I just feel like those guys, with the exception of Wade, ain't even sniff a ring. The coaches either. Ain't even sniff nothing until LeBron got with wherever he went. You know, I just feel like I don't know. I get what you're saying, but like everybody ain't got it made like Jordan, bro. Like on that Bulls team was constructed for straight up winning. Everybody knew exactly what the hell they had to do. Like it was almost a picture perfect. But speaking of the Jordan team, I got two different questions.
Mm-hmm.
98 Jordans, 98 Bulls. I say 96 Bulls. 96 Bulls, or KD or the KD Warriors.
I'm finna get me a drink before I crack into that one because I'm gonna break. Yeah, I'm gonna give you some empirical data and facts on that. So just hold tight for me. Hey, before I go in on that one, how you feel about that pick, that offensive tackle we got?
Oh hell yeah, I like it, bro.
Nah, I had my partner. He a diehard Cowboys fan too. He texted me immediately.
He said we need it, man.
I agree, we need it, but my boy said he don't like the pick though. But I agree with you. We needed that one.
Yeah, we need it, bro.
Okay, so you said the KD Warriors. Okay, now I gotta throw in a caveat to prove my point. But I'm gonna ask you this though. You feel like that team is unbeatable?
What, the Warriors?
Yeah, the KD Warriors.
In this era, dang near.
Okay. I'm glad you said that. So that team is great. I'm gonna salute them because, like you said, Golden State was already a well-constructed team, like you say, a well-oiled machine, pretty much. But then you put a Kevin Durant, a 7-foot monster like that with his skill set, yeah, that's gonna put them over the top. Now, here's my caveat. You remember when they played the Clippers in 2019 in the first round?
Yeah.
Didn't they go 6 games with them?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not gonna sit here. Okay, I'm blasphemous and say they could have beat them. No, I'm not gonna say that. But what they showed me is if you got grit, if you got heart, and you got determination, you can push that team to the brink. They done that with Lou Williams coming off the bench, Montrezl Harrell coming off the bench, Patrick Beverly starting, and Danilo Gallinari was like the other, key player.
Mm-hmm.
You throw in a Kawhi Leonard on that team, do they not win?
So you're saying the Bulls is just as offensively talented, but they got that grit. So you feel like that right there along with.
This is where I'm coming though. If the Clippers with no superstar take them 6 games, now you going up against the 72-10 Chicago Bulls, that's the greatest defensive team ever assembled.
Yeah.
Now, watch this. Pat Bev was 6'1", right?
Yeah.
Ron Harper 6'6" with a 6'8" wingspan. Jordan 6'6" with like a 6'7", 6'9" wingspan. Pippen 6'7" with like a 6'10" wingspan. Rodman 6'8". The man locked down Shaq. But a lot of people say Captain, but Rodman can guard 1 through 5. That man done lock Shaq down. He done lock down Magic. He done put the clamps on Jordan, Barkley, Dominique, all of them.
Yeah.
Then you got Tony Kukoc coming off the bench with Steve Kerr. So I tell people this: if the Clippers can take them to 6 games, you giving me superstar in Michael Jordan. You giving me a superstar role player in Scottie Pippen. You giving me the greatest defensive player ever, Dennis Rodman. You giving me Ron Harper, 6'6" point guard with a wingspan, that can cover ground. Remember, them boys can move laterally like it wasn't nothing. Then you got 6'10" Kukoc coming out the bench and Steve Kerr. Like Kukoc could create his own shot and he can hit the 3. Kerr, he coming out the pick. His lights out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you this. What rules are we playing with?
I was just gonna ask you that because I'm trying to figure out is it. I feel like this to be fair. 2005-ish basketball.
So that was still a predominantly defensive era. So
yeah, but not as cupcake, but not as physical. It's kind of like it's kind of like borderline in the middle.
So I'm gonna say this. The Bulls are not as talented as Golden State is on the offensive end, but when you come to execution in the half court, I feel like they right there on par with them.
You gotta try.
Now, when we get to the defensive side, I'm sorry, Golden State don't stand a chance.
Oh no, I mean, right. Yeah, I mean, they main thing is gonna be a shootout. They gonna outscore you.
That's my point. Cause see, as great as a defender Clay is, I'm sorry. You can switch him off on Jordan. It's gonna be a long night for Clay. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Draymond, as much as Draymond is great on defense, Rodman gonna get in his head. Like I promise you, Rodman is gonna get him out of his game. I just think
Draymond and Rodman offset each other, bro.
I agree. Yeah,
I think Rodman to get the best of them, but
yeah, that's where I was going. Like they can offset each other, but Rodman gonna play the mind games with Draymond. Like Draymond he do play mind games, but he not on Rodman level. See,
Draymond will get kick a nut, get tossed. Like I can see that happening.
You got Curry with Ron Harper hounding him 6'6" on 6'3".
But that's the thing. The thing is though, bro, with that I get what you said about the size and all that, but Curry and KD, the world at that time, they haven't even seen players even. It was nobody like that. You ain't have no Kukoc. I mean, Kukoc was 7 feet, athletic and whatnot, but you ain't have no 7-foot guard like KD at the time. They ain't know what that was. You ain't have no dude shoot from 30-something feet with the most ease.
Right.
They ain't never had that.
And that's where I was going. Now, Pippen not gonna shut KD down. Okay, but hear me out. Nah. He's not gonna shut him down. But this is what Pippen gonna do. He gonna make KD earn every bucket, just like your Celtics did.
Just like the Celtics, yeah.
Now, if you make KD shoot 20 shots or 22 shots, the average 26 points, that's gonna work in your favor. You know why? He's shooting too much. If he's shooting that much, let's say if you make KD shoot 25 times and he scored 27 points, You done deducted Curry field goal percentage, Clay field goal percentage.
You know what? Real
Draymond
quick,
really ain't looking to shoot.
to cut you off, bro. You might be the first person that made me change my mind in the debate. I think I go with the Bulls because one thing you just said that and it makes perfect sense. It's the same reason why Iguodala got the Finals MVP.
Bruh,
And that
that's what
bro, I never change my mind in no debate.
bro. That's what
That
that's where I killed Brian when he was trying to talk about. Oh man, they hold LeBron. I said, this is how I did it. I did it subtle. I said, do you realize Iguodala made LeBron shoot the ball down there 30 times? I said, yeah, the man did average like what 38, 37.
Like,
I said, but look how many times he shot the ball. I said the man field goal percentage was 39. Like, bro,
that, that creates rebounds. Rebounds create
right.
breaks.
I said if you shooting in the low 40s, but let alone the 30s, you're not winning that game. I don't care who you are. I said that's why Iggy got the Finals MVP because he made LeBron shoot more shots and he made him take away from his team. I said, see, that's what people don't look at. Like they first thing when I know I'm talking to a casual, and I'm not talking to you, I'm talking in general. First thing they say, oh, but he got points, rebounds, and assists. I'm like, is that it? I said, is that the whole game? Yeah. Okay. When I started dissecting field goal percentage, I started dissecting the plus minus. When I started dissecting the field goal attempts,
all that, yeah.
See what I'm saying? When I started dissecting all that, then it's like, man, oh, you a hater? I'm like, nuh-uh. I just asked you. I go back to the screenshot. I said, is that it? Now, how you gonna call me a hater? Either I get blocked or I get called some childish name. Like, okay, we done. Because I'm not gonna do all that again. Like I told Cass, man, Golden State is great. But what the Clippers showed me that if you look at them like y'all ain't shit, you know what I'm saying, man? Y'all gonna have to beat us.
Yeah.
Then it's like
we ain't finna bow down to nothing.
Bro, I'm gonna do you one better. This Boston Celtics team right here that's constructed. You put them up against that Golden State team. What I seen the Clippers do, your Celtics will beat them. Yeah. And that to me, that's not an asinine bold statement. You know why? Yeah. You see what Tatum did to KD, right? He had him 30%.
I think they probably will beat him, but it'll be a little more tougher because
it'll be tougher.
Because in that system, KD didn't have no pressure, so he was just
true.
And just doing
that's true. But if KD's struggling and Marcus Smart over here hounding Curry, and then I forgot the other little cat. Do you really want to put it on Clay to say, Clay, bring us home?
You talking about what's his name? I like him too, man. I like skin, little swole motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I like him. Yeah.
That's why I tell people, I'm like, if you just looking at the box score, I'm sorry. I'm like, you will never get it.
Oh no, yeah, fans like that, I don't even acknowledge. You just looking at box score.
Most definitely. That's why I tell people that, man. I'm like, when I say I'm a basketball connoisseur, like I be telling the other these jokers in here, I'm like, I don't be saying it to like make myself look good. I feel like I legit study the game. Right. Like
just like people like to throw out and like you can't like it, I just name a random person like Jared Allen or Draymond Green or those guys, they're not great defenders like y'all making them seem, bro. Like it ain't why they blocks ain't that high, blah blah blah. Bro, it ain't all about blocks. What about making somebody alter their shot?
Yeah,
deflections.
Yeah,
it's a lot of stuff that factors into it. You can't look at the box score and be like, oh no, I'm not. But look at the actual game and who's really wreaking havoc, like who's really causing problems for them guys for real.
Yeah, that's why I be telling folks. I'll be like when I hear people like, you know what I'm saying, like they start saying points, assists, rebounds, I'm like, y'all realize there's way more categories than that. I'm like, but I get it. I'm like, y'all done played 2K for 2-3 years now. You think you know the game. I just be like, man, go on somewhere. I said, because like I said, and this is just speaking in general. When I be, you know what I'm saying, talking to cats, I'm like, I'm letting you know if you got to come correct with me because you're not finna sit there and think, oh, just because somebody got a point. That's like, what? Nah, man. I'm not even hearing none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you nothing. Like LeBron was playing this year. I'm like, okay. Yeah, he leading the league in scoring and all this. But it's like, and I always notice this. Soon as they say, well, why is this team struggling? Well, he in year 19. No. If he doing all this on the offensive end, his team shouldn't be struggling. But like I said, that man was from 180 to 200 in individual defense. I'm like, explain that. Man, come on, man. You can't expect. I'm like, all I'm asking you is this. If you doing all this scoring on the offense, maybe you should cut back some of that scoring and apply it to the defense. So your team will see, okay, our leader playing defense, I'm gonna play defense. Because correct me if I'm wrong, the team goes as the leader goes.
I do think, that's kind of my thing about LeBron now. And LeBron my favorite player now. I think Tayshaun Prince my favorite player of all time. I like Tayshaun Prince. Why?
I ain't never heard nobody say that, but I gotta salute that.
Yeah. I just love watching him, bro. The way he played, the defense, I just liked him, bro. But
that funky damn left hand shot.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Couldn't stop him though.
Ever since hitting 5 threes at Kentucky in a row, he sold me, bro. But LeBron, bro, is like, I just feel like you're 19, so like nobody has ever been asked of this much this late in their career. I get that, but like you're playing this great on offense. You're averaging 30 point something points. You could have very well got the scoring title, with a few extra games, whatever the case may be. So if you're doing all that on offense, you got enough energy, enough athleticism to contribute at least a little bit more to defense.
That's all I ever asked.
I will give you that. He can give a little more. Maybe drop that down to about 26, 27, like you're normal, and just give a little more. If you want to conserve a little energy, fine. Just give a little more on defense. And you ain't got to be in that 180 to 200 range. You could be in that 50 to 90 range. And that right there, that right there alone will make your other players, because like you say, they follow the leader. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like if they see if they see their leader slapping the ground, you know what I'm saying, on his toes, really getting in, getting low, they could be right there behind him. So I'm with you on that. I got one more question, dog.
Okay.
Do you think Pippen deserved at least one of those Finals MVPs?
Okay, when you say now, which finals are you saying a specific finals, or are you asking me just in general?
In general, because I looked at the and I know you're a PER or you're a per game type of guy, but I looked at the overall totals, bro. Pippen in those 6 finals that Pippen and Jordan played together, Pippen has more total everything but Jordan just got points. Pippen has more rebounds, assists, blocks, steals, and Jordan just got the points. Yeah, but Jordan wasn't far off as all the other things too, so I get why he got it. But I just feel like I can't necessarily pinpoint exactly which one. But somebody asked me that question, so I want pass it forward and ask somebody else.
So that comes back to what I was saying earlier. Totals as far as cumulative, he got more.
Right.
But per game, in the finals, Jordan led the Bulls in points and assists. Mm-hmm. Pippen had more rebounds. And I believe Jordan had more steals. It might have been it wasn't no large margin.
It wasn't,
but I know when I pulled it up, Jordan averaged more points and more assists in the finals and the playoffs. I pulled it up. Now, I know you said totals. Mm-hmm. So I tell people, somebody can have more totals, because you got to understand, he also played in more playoff games than Jordan too. Mm-hmm. See, they don't factor that in. See, when Jordan retired, Pippen was with the Rockets, and then he went to the Blazers. So if we saying per game, Jordan led the Bulls in points in the finals and in the playoffs. He led the Bulls in assists, and I believe he led them in steals. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pippen led them in rebounds before Dennis Rodman got there. Dennis Rodman got there. He led them in rebounds. Not rebound, blocks, I believe, or one of them. But anyway, I had it pulled up because I was like, when they be pulling that, somebody be making that little meme or whatever. Yeah. And I'm like, bro, why the fuck y'all be telling these lies? Like, no, the fuck he didn't. I'm like, it wasn't no wide margin. I think Jordan had 6-something point assists and Pippen had like 5.9, but it's like Jordan averaged more, clearly. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like you got to give that man his just due. Now, I'm going to say this. Going back to your question. He definitely can't get 98 because 98, he really was a decoy. He even said that. Yeah. So we're going to eliminate 98. 97, I'm trying to remember 97, but that may be the only one that he could have possibly got the MVP.
I know.
No. My bad. I take that back. 96 was the one. Because ain't that the one when Jordan said Scotty can get the car and I'll take the trophy?
Yeah, 96.
Okay. So 96 is probably the only one that he could possibly have an argument for. Because 93, Jordan was,
I know that the first three, Jordan was godly level.
yeah.
Nah.
Jordan won in 93, and he shot like 55% from the field.
Yeah,
92, yeah, he definitely wasn't getting it because, like, and then that's like what he did against Clyde, like dropping 6 threes, like, he pretty much killed it with that one. But see, I was getting to this one because I wanted to save it for last. People forget this too, and this is one I always throw on guys that I know that don't know basketball. When they say, "Oh, but Jordan didn't pass the ball," or he would blah blah blah, I'm like, LeBron been to 10 finals. His highest assist average was 10. He averaged 10.0 assists in the 2017 finals. That was his highest average ever. Jordan in 91 averaged 11.4 assists per game, and that was his finals debut. And he dropped 33 points per game, 11.4 assists. Nobody ever done that.
That's solid. Yeah. That's pretty.
So I always tell people, I'm like, I study this because I love the game. And when I talk this, I don't just sit up here and just blow out hot air. Like, I already got the proof. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if I got to show it, I will. You know, but it's like all of them finals. Like I said, the only one I could say Pippen might have had a legitimate shot would be 96, only because Jordan was like, "Hey, Scotty, you get the car. I'm gonna take the trophy." Whoop de whoop de whoop de woo. You know what I'm saying? But Jordan always came on record, Michael Jordan, without Scottie Pippen. He said that. Pippen, I agree with it.
Pippen is the greatest Robin ever. God damn, that dude, that's great, bro. Should have got paid more. Should have got a little more credit, but
I mean, he should have got paid, but I feel like he shouldn't have signed that contract. If the owner tell you don't sign it,
but he was in a messed up situation though. You know, his dad, her brother had died, dad paralyzed. It was a lot of stuff going on. He was like, "Man, I need the money, bro. I ain't gonna take no chances." It was like,
and hey, I get that. You know, Jordan had told him about, you know, how you can make that extra money with Nike, and you know what I'm saying, get the stock points. I'm gonna put it like this. Yeah, I wasn't in that man position, but I can't say what I will and won't do. But if I'm looking at the owner telling me this, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna sign it. You know what I'm saying? Because clearly he knows something I don't know.
Yeah.
And I know if I got to shoot it with Nike, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be a little bit more patient, because it's like, if my agent is kind of telling me like I wouldn't do it, but I can't tell you what to do. But if the owner is like, I would not do this deal, you know what? All right, fuck it. I ain't gonna do this deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true. The owner tell you. Now, if the teammate tell you that, or friend, and that's different. But the owner coming to you, yeah.
Because clearly he knew that the cap was about to, you know, inflate.
Fact.
And he got that big payday. Everything would have been fine, you know. Yeah. But I'm like, bro, you signed that contract. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I want to come back to LeBron, not to get off topic. He fulfilled his contracts. I'm like, Pippen, if you sign it, bro, own up to it. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit here and try to back out, because then that's when it's like you know what I'm saying, you placing your, you know, needs and priorities over the contract you signed. It's kind of like you going back on your word. You know,
just like Kyrie with that whole little situation and whatnot.
Yeah, same thing. And you seen what happened with that. Got bounced in the first round. You know,
he messed that up for them, man. God damn.
Like they say, it's part for the course. You know, you can't have it one way and then, you know what I'm saying, you wanna take the victim route. Like, nah, you gotta own up to it.
Yeah,
you know,
you did it. You gotta make the most of it. You put yourself in the situation.
Most definitely. But yeah, man.
You shit. I give you that, bro. It ain't a lot of them in the group, bro.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Hey, bro, same to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd give you that credit too, because like I said, most cats get in there, they get to talking grease and all that. Like, man, ain't, bro, you ain't. I can tell by the way you talking, you don't know no sports. You know what I'm saying? Just like that cat Brian, I told you, he like, oh, come on, let's do it. I said, okay, bet, bro. I'm gonna go find a video and send it to you, bro. I cut it, annihilated him. Like, man, come on, bro. I'm like, you don't do all that, you know, talking all that smoke, and then you get in here, you don't know your stuff. Like, nah, I'm sorry.
My thing is, bro, I think I was 10 or 11, and I was walking with mama, bro. We were walking to. No, I don't know if y'all got Save a Lot up there, but it's like a kind of like a Walmart, but like smaller. But anyway, we walking to the store, and a homeless dude, man. He was homeless. He was like, hey, you got $1? I'm like, I'm young. My mama got it. She's like, yeah, I give you $1, whatever. So we're talking to him for like 2 minutes. He's like, young man. I looked at his face for the first time. I realized he was blind.
Yeah.
He was like, young man. I want you to remember something for the rest of your life. I'm like, yes, sir. He was like, you got one mouth and 2 ears. He said, now get your hand and cover one up and cover the other one up. So I cover one mouth, I cover one. He said, what you got left? I said, I got 1 ear. See, I was listening before you speak. And a lot of people don't understand how powerful that is, bro.
Yeah.
Listen before you speak, bro, because you can, and this goes back to like any debate. Like you can be sold on one person and that's fine, bro. But don't be so naive to the point where you just block out everything somebody telling you, bro.
Most definitely. Yeah.
Like just like I told you, bro, I've been debating for as far as I can remember, bro, and nobody has ever even moved my brain to even think this and that. But when you mention the whole $1 thing, and I'm like, dang, that makes sense. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like it's a chance. That's why some of these guys on TV, they be like, oh, it's nothing that LeBron can do to be past Jordan. There's nothing LeBron can do to be in my top 5. And I'm like, bro, like you just never know because everybody criteria for something is different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like these guys in this group, bro, like it's a couple guys, you know what I'm saying? Like Cam Young. Like he joke a lot. He joke a lot, bro. But like Cam know his stuff, but he just jokes a lot, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be funny, dog.
Mm-hmm.
He joke a lot, bro. But like I do feel like if he's one that if he was like to just like get on the podcast and just be serious, he knows his stuff.
Oh
he
yeah.
He just joked too much.
Yeah, because I like we was in another group and he had made a post about Jordan and I caught it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, this gonna come in handy one day. And I had posted it earlier. I said,
it.
Yeah, I was like levels. I said, even he know that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be knowing certain cats who, like you say, they joke, but then they do know they stuff opposed to the ones who don't know shit. Just get in there and just posting like
in there, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, go on with that goofy shit, man.
Yeah, we trying to debate some logic here. But yeah, man, we need to like set up some days, man, to damn get some podcasts going. I don't know how many people you can add to this right here, but
I got another one where I can add like up to 10 because I'm gonna send you. If I can go back and find it, I'll just share it to your page. But I know I had screenshot it. I had one where it was 6 of us in here, like 6 little boxes, and you know we all was like dialoguing. But yeah, man, I'm definitely down. Let me know your schedule because I work from home, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah, man, we definitely get in here because I had kind of like took a little break. Lost my father not too long ago.
Oh man, sorry about that, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it. But it's like I'm getting back to doing things that I was doing in the beginning. That's kind of like giving me peace of mind. So that's
sports will always be the peace of mind, bro. Sports, bro.
So yeah, just let me know your schedule, man, and we can set one up because like I got a group chat with guys. We talk sports in, and one of them was in here earlier, but he I think that's when you said you were putting your kiddos to bed, and he was like he was gonna try to catch the next one. So yeah, I'll send you a request, and whenever you're ready, like let me know, man. I can do another one. You know, we get more people in here.
Yeah, we can, bro. And I ain't just one. I ain't no. First of all, I know you're in the set, but I ain't no casual. I know my shit.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
And I'm willing to learn more.
Yeah.
And then, bro, I'm in any sport. I'm boxing, baseball, football, whatever, bro. I'm there.
Most definitely.
I watch it all. I like it all, bro. So you know.
Most definitely.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna go on and shut this down, man. Get ready to call it a night, man. But
man, I'm definitely hit you up, dog.
Indeed, man. Indeed, enjoyed it, brother. Peace.
All right, man. Yes, sir.
All right.